Hello, everybody. My name is Graham Elwood, and you are watching the Boom Political Vigilante. Truth rising up underneath Wayne Manor, somewhere in the outskirts of Gotham. We're making Gotham great again. What does that mean, making Gotham great again? Those of you who are new to the show, I'm a Batman fan, obviously. I'm making fun of Trump's Make America Great Again, but there's a deeper meaning to the making Gotham great again. In the fictional world of the DC comics, Gotham is a very, very corrupt city. And in many of the prequels, well, comic books and not a prequel, but the origin story, like Batman Begins is a great origin story. So Thomas and Martha Wayne wanted to, make Gotham this shining example and take care of everybody, and it's corrupt, and so the whole system is corrupt in Gotham. That's why I say I want to make Gotham great again. So how do we make Gotham great again? Well, that's why I call myself the political vigilante. We got to find unique ways to do it. And one of the things we talk about on this show on a weekly basis is the environment. So we had another leak of the Keystone XL pipeline. And this is this equilibrium column that's from The Hill, basically. So record pipeline spill threatens Midwest farm culture. So again, now, I'm pretty sure for a society to survive, it needs to be able to have food and soil and water that isn't contaminated by oil. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a hippie comedian that surfs and drinks vegan smoothies. What do I know? I just have a public school science education. The rupture released 14,000 barrels of heavy crude oil. Remember that term? A little less than the volume of an Olympic swimming pool in a local creek. This is KWC. This is in Kansas where it happened. It's a local reporting. What is heavy crude? Is it like mulch? Is it like spreading organic seaweed salad on the ground? Is it good for things? I don't know. Heavy crude is a tar-like substance sent to refiners in the Midwest and Gulf Coast, the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation reported. Because this isn't going to just affect this state. It could affect ground. It could affect everything. But I'm sure it cleans up easy, right? Nope. This kind of oil sinks in fresh water and is very difficult to clean up. Then why are we using it? Why are we using it? Why is the Keystone Pipeline still open? Well, because we want to break some more records, like has now leaked more oil in the U.S. than any other since 2010. Yes, Keystone, #1 in leaks. Way to go. KSPL XL. Boom. #1. Number XL in your program, #1 in your hearts for ruining the environment, the Keystone XL pipeline. So, neoliberals that don't pay attention and the media that I won't ever call them, well, I mean, they're corporate media. They like to say, well, that's the Republicans. And yes, the Republicans are big fans of pipelines. But there was a president, and I'm blanking on his name, they could have shut this down. How Keystone XL, the pipeline rejected by Obama, went ahead under Trump. This is classic. This is The Guardian. This is after The Guardian became co-opted by the corporate media. So this is a very misleading headline. Oh, man, so Obama did the right thing, but then Trump came in and screwed it up. Is that what happened? Again, no fan of Trump. His whole cabinet was climate change deniers. But typical of the Democrats, the Republicans are just upfront about their greedy, give me oil money and I'll screw over the environment. I don't care. They're just filthy, soulless, oil guzzling, degenerate, rat-faced morons. The Democrats say, we're going to fight for the environment. The expansion, which was originally proposed in 2008 and faced strong protests from environmental advocates, secures pyramid to start building from Trump. How was he able to do that? One of the things Obama ran on in 2008, I'm going to be better for the environment. I'm going to shut down the pipeline. Buried deep in this article at The Guardian. So the first article I showed you is from The Hill, just showing about the spill that just happened and how it's affecting our environment. But going to the bigger picture, how is this XL pipeline, which is now the worst pipeline for leaks since 2010, how is this able to keep happening? It's the age-old Democratic trick of do some half legislation and then blame the Republicans. They put this whole timeline in the article. And one little snippet in here, you can barely read it. 2012, January 2012. Obama's about ready to take office for his second term. Obama rejects TransCanada's application to build the pipeline. Yeah, that's why Obama, he's going to do the right thing. But holds the door open to considering a new submission. Great Democratic strategy. So Obama can say, I fought for it. And the Guardian knows, and the corporate media knows, you're not going to dig deep into this article. And MSNBC and CNN aren't going to hold Obama accountable for this, just like Fox would never hold Trump accountable for anything, right? So just, you got to be clear on that. The only time the networks recently, like the left-leaning networks, gave Trump a pass, and when Fox gave the Clintons a pass, is when it involved Epstein, because they all got the orders from up top. Shut up about Epstein. So when the new flight logs came out last year from Maxwell's trial, we didn't hear about that. Anyway, this isn't an Epstein segment, but I'm showing you this is how they do it. There's this, they bury it deep in this title. This, if you just read this, if you're just scrolling through the internet and you read this, you think, see, Trump. But this is why you need to hold Obama and the Democrats way more accountable, because they tell you they're going to protect the environment. The Republicans never tell you they're going to protect the environment. They've never said that. Not since Reagan. They haven't. No way. No way. They always say regulation is bad for business. The environmentalists are hurting business. Oh, God, shut up. They forgot to tell you that Obama said no, but left it open. Again, this is what Obama had 8 years. Oh, they're going to blame the first 2 years he was in office. They had a 60-seat majority in the Senate, 60 seats, and controlled the Congress his first 2 years. What would the Republicans do if they had that much control? Jam through every right-wing piece of legislation they possibly could. The Democrats don't do that, because then they would lose their corporate donors. Obama could have just said, but he could have put, no matter who wins is the next president, I made it impossible for people to screw up this environment. No, he left it open. He left it open, but holds the door open to considering new submissions. This is in The Guardian. Back in 2017, this article came out, because that's when Trump was opening it back up. This is why if you vote Democrat and you don't hold them accountable, they just keep pulling this shit, because they know all they got to say is, oh, the Republicans are evil. Trump's coming back. You got to vote for us. What happens when you vote for them? They still don't do anything. Obama could have passed law after law after law after law and made it impossible for Trump and the Republicans to do anything. But he's not going to do that. You want to know why? Because Obama and the Democrats and the Clintons and Biden and Kamala Harris, They get money from the oil companies too. They get oil money too. So once again, like Roe v. Wade, the Republicans have been very honest with you. We want to get rid of Roe v. Wade. They've been saying that for 50 years. The Democrats, we're going to protect it, and then don't. We're going to protect the environment, and then don't. So don't give them your vote. Don't give them your money. Vote third party. Not voting is not a good answer. They want you to not vote. A smaller electorate, very easy to control. Almost 60% of the country identifies as independent. They don't want that bloc mobilized. Well, independence just prevented Trump-backed candidates from winning. There was no red wave in this past midterms because of independence, but also a lot of regular Republicans won because the Democrats don't offer anything other than we're not them. If you say you're the environmental party, then do it. But we know they're not. Joe Biden, he's in power now. What's he going to do? What's this lame duck Congress going to do? No, they're not going to pass environmental legislation. But whenever there's a war, there's a new war budget, bipartisan. We're up to $120 billion to Ukraine, and I think they're just asking for now another $20 or $30 billion right before the end of the year. Is there any debate on the floor of the Senate for this? Nope. Bipartisan. Is the media going, how are we going to pay for this? Nope. Bipartisan. Once again, Democrats could have done something when they had power and did nothing. And as a result, we have another oil spill. Record pipeline spill that is hurting farmers. When Joe Biden ran in the primary in 2019 and 2020 and said, we need a middle ground climate policy, this is what you get. I'm done with the Democratic Party. The Republican Party is evil and awful. They're both awful. And this farm country, probably pretty conservative, probably a lot of red voters in farm country. So Trump screwed you over, red farm voters, and Obama screwed you over, red or blue farm voters. Just so know, hey, farmers, just know the Republicans don't give a shit about you, and neither do the Democrats. They'll come there to try to get your vote. They don't give a shit about you. Thanks for watching, everybody. Follow the money, connect the dots, get the truth. Shave your knuckles for justice and support what we're doing. You're seeing a scroll below there. We've been demonetized. It's been coming up on 2 years. Support what we're doing. Patreon, Venmo, Rockfin, blockchain, cryptocurrency. They pay us. It's awesome. So support them. And the Ray token hasn't really gone down hard. During this whole crypto collapse, the Ray token's been staying right between $1.05 and $1.10. All these other altcoins have bottomed out. Not the Ray, baby. Thanks for watching. Shave your knuckles for justice. Boom.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. We are still in our 9th month of demonetization from YouTube. So support what we're doing at patreon.com/Graham Elwood or rockfin.com/Graham Elwood, which is a blockchain cryptocurrency platform. It's free to sign up, and there's a premium level at $10 a month. And for that, you get everybody on the platform's premium content. Myself, Lee Camp, Ron Placone, Jimmy Dore, Whitney Webb, Kim Iverson, Abby Martin, and many, many others. You can also support what we're doing at Venmo at Graham-Elwood and go to GrahamElwood.com. We have a PayPal button and a PO box. I also have crypto wallets, which are all in the show notes. Thanks for supporting what we do.